Hi there, welcome to another GameDisc video where I discuss everything from news within the game to just something that I want in it. And here I want to talk about a new fighter. Because when I was younger, I never really cared for fighting games. Growing up with Tekken Tag Tournament, Dead or Alive, and the original Super Smash Bros. Was, a great amount of fun. But I played mostly for that, fun. I had no idea on how to do combos, tag attacks, or even how to really play Smash. I only used Smash attacks back then. But now I love this genre. When the first Injustice came out, love was the feeling that brimmed within. So I started to learn and got good. Heck, this channel was originally a gameplay one where Injustice was the major focus, and there was some kick-ass matches that one could find here. So as the time went by, I jumped into lots of fighters. All from traditional ones, Blaze Blue, Street Fighter 5, Mortal Kombat, Tekken 7, Injustice 2 and Dead or Alive 5, to non-traditional ones like ARMS and Smash 4. And I have so much fun with all of these. However, one series that has eluded me for a while, a franchise that I have, even before getting into the genre, always enjoyed watching others play, and that is the Marvel vs. Capcom games. I do own Marvel vs. Capcom 3 and Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, but just like DOA and Tekken Tag, I just button mashed. The reason for getting both of the games was all because of the characters. When I found the first of the two and realized that I could play as Albert Wesker from Resident Evil, I instantly bought it. Yes, I was disappointed when there was no story as the trailer showed some sort of narrative, but I had arcade at least, and 6 months later Ultimate came out and Phoenix Wright was here. Again, instant buy. As quick as I was with buying the games, I put them away just as quickly, as I found them really difficult to play, even more so than any of the other games that I had previously. But Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 always stood out from all of them, as I still watch even to this day YouTubers play the game, those who could play it, that is. So after gotten decent at fighters, I wanted to learn Marvel, and lo and behold, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite got announced, and it is soon here. Release date being 19th of September, and people are really angry, and it is understandable. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite does not look finished at all, so I wanted to make this video to go through all of the criticism that the game has gotten, what I like about it, and what I hope will be in the game and surrounding it. The first negative, and without a doubt the one most mentioned, is the graphics. Or more specifically, the art style. Marvel 3 looks great even 6 years later, the cell shading making it just as timeless as The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, but Infinite is... I don't really know the word for this style. But it looks off, and it does not help that some of the character models are visually not so good. Chun-li being the main focus on people's outcry, and yeah, I understand where they're coming from. Even the director of Street Fighter asked the developers of this game on when they will fix her face, to which they explained that there will be a day 1 patch, which is nice. Weird that they're not fixing it right now, but I do not understand the developing cycle or how it is to make games, so yeah. Not all of the fighters are bad. Captain Marvel looks great, Jeddah looks amazing, even though we've only seen, not so much of him, but Dante... ugh. The stages are also a bit hit and miss. The throne room in Asgard are definitely not good, but Wakanda stands tall. The roster of characters have also gotten bad mouth. Most of the fighters in this game are returning ones, whereas the new ones will be regulated to DLC, which is really strange. People are also puzzled by some of the character choices. Nemesis over Wesker, Firebrand, Spencer, no X-Men character? I'm not going to go into the whole function quote, as there really is not much to say around that subject, but I will say that a combo fiend really need to think closely before talking. Finally, the sound department has gotten some bad rep. The voice actor seems less enthusiastic than before. I want to believe that it's a bad director, as some of these VOs are really cool and high people, but here it just sounds like they're phoning it in. The music tracks are a bit difficult to listen to in full quality at the moment, but from what I hear, they're just techno, where the stage music are quite similar to how Injustice soundtrack handles things, mediocre with no hype behind it. I will not go too much into the story, as the demo really did not do it justice, but it looks so bad. Animations are way off, the voice acting is not good. Again, I'm not playing the actors, I know that they're usually way better than here, but the worst thing is without a doubt the writing. Only seen the demo and story trailer, but wow, is this terrible. It's like they gave the scripting job to someone who got done earlier for the day.
Nice weapon, Lance-a-Little. Compensating for something?
Only your foolishness, Iron Man.
Ha ha! I like him!
So, negatives can only be found here. At least at this moment. Positivity is here also, but the negatives majorly overshadow it. The gameplay is seemingly just as hyped and awesome as it was before, even with the change from 3v3 to 2v2. I haven't played it, but hearing from people who have tried it in Comic-Con and all other places, I do believe that the game will be a lot of fun, and that is the most important thing to remember, that the gameplay will always be the most important factor to any game out there, no matter what. The Infinity games is also a game changer that things might be better, giving the player more choices on how they want to focus on the match, time stone to dash quickly and get no delay between moves, space stone to pull enemies towards you or lock them in a box, and more. It really gives you more ways to play with your team, which I like. It makes sure that you can have a different experience with your favorite characters by simply choosing different Infinity games. Personally, there are tons of stuff that I like. The return of Darkstalker characters Jedadoma, potentially Venom, who was in the leak list, which seems to be correct. I also love how every fighter is now not dependent on their partner. In Marvel 3, many characters lacked some moves to continue combos, so they had to have specific assist partners to make sure that that team was viable. But in Infinite, every character will have all the options that they once lacked, making me really happy as I want to select my fighters from those that I love and not from how good they are. After all, these are iconic and awesome characters, not just functions. Okay, I'm allowed to joke about it once, right? I really hope that they will fix the models. Again, they have stated that they will have a day 1 update, but we do not know how much will be changed, so crossing my fingers on that. I also want the music to be as good, if not better than Marvel 3, because the game has some awesome character themes, my favorite being Doctor Strange's, Wesker's, Dante's, and Taskmaster's. The main reason for why I want this game to be good, aside from, wanting good games, is that I want to have a main one that I can stream. Injustice 2 is to focus on zoning, making fights lose their hype. Tekken, while one of my favorites, does not have that wow factor, in my opinion, to keep me playing for an extended amount of time. Again, Marvel vs. Capcom has always stood out to me, and I want to be a part of it. So until it comes out, we have to just cross our fingers. But until then, I'm KingJGrim, or the guy who has trained Jiu-Jitsu for over 10 years, whatever you prefer, and I'll see you guys next time.